What is going on out there, peeps? All right, let's get back into gold, silver, and cryptos. Yeah, there is some exciting movement today, but I'm anticipating some bigger ones coming up. Right now, you should be buying gold and silver. You really should. I get it. The prices have been manipulated. It's a little boring, but in the long run, you're going to be wishing that you did. I'm going to go over a news article with you today. It's something that I spoke about in the past. We're starting to see it happen again today. So when you go to buy your gold and silver, many of you didn't even know you can actually own gold and silver. That's right. You could buy it and it'll get shipped to your house. Go check out our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and it will give you a free half an ounce of silver. For those of you looking for my address, there it is right here. Just pause and write it down. You guys know I have this alternative website where I can post videos in there that I can't post here on this website. Mainly, you guys go focus on this right here and this right here. A lot of good news pertaining to those ones, so go check them out. Go support our friends over there at Wall Street Silver. That's right, they have a YouTube channel as well as a Reddit group. I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you want to get all motivated, go check out the pictures on Wall Street Reddit, the Reddit page. Man, these people are posting some serious stacks of silver. You guys know over on Facebook, we have a group over there and it's free to join. Pimpy's Investment Chat, same name as the YouTube channel. Over here, we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. Come join us. So what is going on in the market? We've seen a lot of positive movement. Yeah, that's because Jerome Powell came out and announced that he supports the plan of the central banks to start tapering. Yay! What is tapering? Well, I'm glad you asked. So, the Fed pumps out a bunch of money, sends it over to BlackRock. BlackRock turns around and buys a ton of assets. They spend about $120 billion per month on buying assets. And they do this to keep the market afloat, is what they do. Well, this is Jerome Powell's kind of roundabout way of saying, in their opinion, they feel like the market is rebounding enough or going to rebound enough to where they can start tapering. In other words, instead of spending $120 billion per month on assets, they'll spend like $115 billion. I know it sounds terrible. All right. All right, cryptos are running. It looks good. Bitcoin's up above 49,000. That's what we like to see. You can see both Ethereum and Bitcoin running neck and neck. They're up about 2/3 of the way to their all-time highs. I'm expecting a huge run on Bitcoin. I spoke about this before. Now I'm going to tell you, man, if my friends, and he laid out this plan, he laid out this map and showed me these graphs, and I'm like, well, look, I know what all these are, but there's no guarantee this is where Bitcoin is going. But then he made a lot of, pretty reasonable arguments. So they're anticipating, when I say they're, because he's not the only one. There's a huge anticipation that Bitcoin is going to run up to around the 250,000 mark by December. Now, I'm saying that's the guesstimation based on all their analysis. That doesn't mean it's going to happen, you guys. Okay? Could it happen? I don't know. They made a pretty good damn argument, if I may say so. So, but for the same reason that they're making an argument that these cryptocurrencies are going to get this high, because if Bitcoin goes, what does it do to the others? It drags them up as well. Told you Ethereum is the one to trust. As a matter of fact, 2 to 3 people I spoke to told me that they anticipate Ethereum passing up Bitcoin. You ready for this? Because I can see already in the comments. Within the next 2 years, Ethereum will be more valuable than Bitcoin. I was like, yeah, I believe that. I actually believe that, believe it or not. I anticipate Ethereum passing up Bitcoin, just like I anticipate silver passing up gold as far as value is concerned. XRP still hanging around the 117 mark. Not bad, 9% increase. Cardano up there, 13%. That's what we're looking for. Dogecoin, well, it's almost at a 30-cent mark. Everybody's talking about Polkadot. It seems like every person I talk to talks about Polkadot. Every article I read somewhere in there talks about Polkadot. And if you guys remember, when I first mentioned Polkadot, I think we were around 9 cents. 9 cents, 12 cents, somewhere right around there. But anyways, then it went up pretty quick, and they're still managed to hang up there. Now, they are, where are they? Right here. So they are almost to their halfway mark of the 52-week average. So I told you guys I've been checking out some of these other coins just to play with them. You guys know I did the Alchemy Pay. It went from 2.5 cents, jumped up to 29 cents. It settled around 10 cents. I don't know where it is right now, but I was just talking about the time I was playing around with it. Then I was looking at the other Shiba coin because, I mean, it doesn't take very much, like a few dollars, and you can own 6 trillion of them or something like that. Anyway, Shiba hasn't moved. It's still around the same amount of 7% today, but it's been playing around where it is right now in the 8 cent mark. So the new coin that I've been playing with, you guys heard me talk about it. It's called Veracity. No, I didn't do any real research on it. I listened to a couple of people talk about it in the video, but that wasn't the point. The point was it was really inexpensive, and I heard people talking about it, and I thought, wow, this is interesting. Maybe just like the Alchemy Pay, we could jump on this bad boy and write it up. And so far, so good for me. There it is, Veracity. It's almost at, it's above 3.5 cents. I think when I first started playing around with this, it was actually around 1.5 cents. And then it got up to about 3.8, and I got some more. So now it's around 3.6 cost average. Yeah, I'm still way ahead of the ball game. So look at this. It's up 31% today. 31%. So that means if you dropped within the last 24 hours, $1,000 one day, and within 24 hours at 31%, it's not too shabby, man. You're sitting up around 1,300. Is that right? Yeah, that'd make it right. Not bad for a day's pay. Gold and silver made an interesting move today. Gold jumped up a nice 25.30. Talk about jumping up to big time. Oh, looky here. We got silver above $24 after that huge slam that they received. It was like, $1.24 or something like it that one day. But nice to see gold going up, and there's a reason for it. It's going to continue to go up, and so is silver. I don't know how much longer the Feds are going to be able to play this game. The fact that they're tapering is what they're doing. That's not going to keep the market afloat. And that means they're going to start adding interest to money. Once that happens, watch what happens to the stock market. Yeah, it'll be interesting. But you can tell gold and silver is going to make that run, and I'm ready for it. Silver, look at this. Looky here. This morning, we're like, hey, cruising around, get up around 23.63, and boom, somebody just slapped it down again. It's not huge, but it's still over 30 cents. And then all of a sudden, quickly got back up there. Started to get going in those areas that we love. Yeah, I'll take it. That to me is just buying gold and silver it's on sale, in my opinion. Yeah, look at this. Isn't this ugly? Woo. Remember this? Here's that big spike I'm talking about. Look at this. We just dropped. Where are we at here? 24.31, and it just 22.83. Yeah, it's like, over $1, over $1.30. That's a huge drop. So anyways, when I was telling you guys, there's a reason to buy gold and silver, okay? I told you guys you got to be careful with your 401ks, as well as your IRA accounts, as well as your pensions, because the vast majority of them are invested in stock markets. But not just that. Our politicians are giving these people permission to start slashing, payments to people in the name of saving your pension. Well, you have to ask yourself, who the hell is managing my pension then? One thing you can ask them is, how much gold and silver are they owning? I'm talking about the people managing your pension. How much gold and silver is your pension handling? The odds are none. That's why you're seeing this kind of damage. So here we go. Carol Podesta, not a very good last name. Smallin. The pain of a broken promise grows worse with time. Let me show you what happens when you don't have your money invested into gold and silver. So when inflation takes some of your purchasing power away and weakens your dollar. It's like a tax. That affects the currency that you're holding. That affects the fiat dollar. It does not affect gold and silver. So gold and silver protect you from inflation. Protects you from a crashed market. Yep. Protects you from a bail-in. All the signs are there, you guys. All of the signs are there. Now you got people predicting that gold will be up around 2,000 and silver at 40 by the end of the year. I was like, oh man, I don't know about that until they're done manipulating everything, in which we know they extended the Basel III restrictions until the beginning of next year. For London, they're the biggest bullion distributor. Anyways, it says over here, the Garfield, New Jersey retiree framed her first pension check along with a picture of herself and her husband. That was our retirement, she said, referring to the monthly benefits she earned after 26 years of busting her ass working. And when you don't buy gold and silver to protect yourself, what happened to her could happen to you. The pension promised that those steady monthly checks would continue for the rest of her lives, allowed her to buy a house, and gave her the financial security to leave her second career as a teacher's assistant to care for her sick mother back in 2015. Well, you should have took that time then to invest in gold and silver, because here we go. By the beginning of 2019, look what happened to her. She's making $2,600 monthly benefits. They were slashed about 60%. So she was living comfortably off of $2,600 a month. And then they slashed it 60%. So for those of you who have IRAs and 401ks and 401 this and 401 that and this pension plan this, pay attention, because this is going to happen to you. The market is going to crash. So if you don't have at least 25-30% of your money invested into gold and silver, you are looking for a hurting. But when you go to do that investment, go check out our friends over at Money Metals Exchange. They will help you make the conversion from where your IRA is, your 401ks, your pension funds. And they have a vault to hold it for you if you really got that much money if I'm telling you 25-30%, and it equals up to a whole lot of money, they have a storage for you. So she lost 60% of her money, just like that. Can you imagine that? She has no control over money because she's in a pension plan. No control over her money. They just agreed to put it into something. They agreed to invest it. They told you were going to get X amount of dollars every month for the rest of your life once you're retired. But sometimes life happens. 60% of that money is now gone. I mean, if she's making $2,600, that's about $1,500 is gone, you guys. More than 50%. If she was comfortably living with $2,600, can you imagine what she'll be living off of with, let's see here. Was it around $1,400? Less than $1,400? It said I was alone. She said, I was alone, no family. I'm sitting in a house I couldn't afford. She was forced to sell her house. Can you imagine that? You're thinking, this is my home. I'm retired. This is it. The last one. And then all of a sudden you got to sell it. Not only that, you had to sell it in the middle of the pandemic market. Ouch. And then she was moved into government subsidized rentals. She has racked up medical debt, IOUs from friends, and how's she going to pay for her $40,000 dental surgery? I'm almost starting to think that this person might be made up with all these different debts that she owes. It's crazy how it's worded. But wait, no worry. Just like the Great Reset said, and socialism loves this, socialists rely on the government. A law was passed by Congress earlier this year, promised to reverse some of the damage by offering taxpayers funded financial assistance. So you see, You're going to have to rely on the government. That's what they want. So the socialists. So, a taxpayers funded financial assistance to certain troubled pension plans like Podesta's, Smolens, allowing them to restore benefits to retirees who suffered cuts. So if they give her money back, and she's making her $2,600 a month, it's unfortunate, but she's going to have to start saving again just to protect herself from her own retirement plan. What she should be doing is, however, if she's able to live comfortably off $2,600, take some of that money and buy gold and silver just in case. But you go on an article and you can see there's all kinds of hurdles on this so-called rescue plan. You know, there's politics are being played. You have Congress making a big issue, participants and members. So there's always going to be the excuse. That's what I'm trying to make on these pension plans. They're going to go, wait, don't worry. We're going to be able to do this. And then I'll have an excuse why it's not working. Having already lost more than $50,000 in benefits. $50,000 in benefits. Wow. She's wondering if she's about to be burned a second time. Obviously, she did not learn her lesson. She should have been protected with gold and silver. So anyway, she's the point of this is, if you go down here, you can see already they're talking about the Treasury Department approval to slash retiree benefits. How nice of them to make this choice for your retirement pension. By the way, did you see how much they're slashing it by? 80% or more. Yikes. So she was struggling off the money she was living off of when they made the cuts above. What do you think is going to happen to her if she ends up with the 80 or more percent cut in budget? Well, then you have to rely on government. That's why you need gold and silver outside of the system. It's really a pain in the ass to see this. It is. It's pretty disgusting. These crooks get away with this stuff. That's all BS. If they are supposed to be managing your money, then there's no reason for them not to have gold and silver, just to protect the overall entire portfolio of the company. So I brought this to your attention just so you guys can see, look, it's already happened. It isn't just one pension plan. Although I told you in past videos that some pension plans are smart enough to move into gold and silver. So they are pretty protected. But you guys, if you have one of these large retirement accounts, don't call them up and go, hey, do you think I should buy gold and silver? Because they're going to say no. Want to know why? Because they make points, percentages, or money off of your investments. That's like taking food off their plate. You should take food off their plate, or else you won't be able to eat later on. Get where I'm coming from? So it says right here, given the definition, plans accepting the financial assistance will likely be flat broke by 2051. Good lordy. I'll be 103 years old. I'm not worried about it because about 96, 97% of all my money is in precious metals. I don't keep it in the bank. Y'all know why. But this right here is just another example. Look, remember 2008, 2009 market crash? People lost everything. Lost in the market crash, the stocks dropped. They lost approximately 50% of their savings in their IRAs and their 401ks. And then they spent the other 50% just surviving, waiting for them to get a job. That's where we're about to head into, you guys. It's coming up here real quick. I'm telling you, it's on its way. So hopefully you're smart enough to invest into gold and silver. For those of you who are not familiar where to go to buy gold and silver, in case you do want to transfer 25-30% of your retirement accounts into gold and silver, come right here, Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. Take your cursor right here, move it over here where it says Other. See this? Not you. Where it says Other, it drops down, move it right here. It says Retirement Accounts. Read this right here because it talks about your IRAs and 401ks all the way down. Okay? Tells you what you need to do if you're going to go ahead and transfer like I suggested. Okay? So I would really take the time to go read this. The link for Money Metals Exchange will be down below. Anyways, that's it. I just wanted to show you this and show you that, yes, I'm aware you guys, cryptos are running. That's a good thing. I'm really hoping that my friend's right and Bitcoin actually goes up to around 250,000, because that would work wonders for my little cheesy 3-cent crypto right now. It might get it up to, who knows, 10 cents, 12 cents. I'll take it. Anyways, that's it, you guys, for now, man. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. I'm out.